What is up, everybody? PokePack Ripper back at it again, and today we're opening up more of our sealed collection. I have 6 Shrouded Fable booster bundles that I'm going to be opening up. We still have some cards that we need from this set, and so I have a feeling that we will probably not get all the cards that we need because we only have 6. So we only have 36 packs, so basically a booster box worth of Shrouded Fable. But we're gonna get into these, open these up, see what we can get, and see if we can get any bangers. So see you back in a second. So as you can see in front of you, we have 6 of these booster bundles, each with 6 booster packs. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pause for a second, get all the wrap off of these, get all the packs out, and then we'll see you back in a second. All right, y'all, we are back. We have these packs, and we're just gonna rip straight into these. Now, this is, as I mentioned in the beginning, this is a set that we still have a good amount of cards from, but I have some thoughts about Shrouded Fable. Apparently, I have some thoughts about how to open these packs. There's a code card for everybody. I have some thoughts. So, ooh, Hollow Energy, put that to the side. So Shrouded Fable is an interesting set because it has an enormous number of very playable cards. I don't know if that was the point, but it does. I'm sure it was partly the point. And so what my thoughts are about Shrouded Fable is that long term it is going to be a set that that goes down in price once the Scarlet and Violet sort of era is open. And so, yeah, essentially what I'm thinking is that if we get the set complete, you know, either by trading for the cards or, you know, doing something like that, then like fantastic. But like in a couple of years, whoops, reverse Hollow Hypno, in a couple of years, we'll pull our Petra run. Put that over there with Ampharos holding on to the hits. Yeah, in a couple of years, like when it's out of cycle, a lot of the cards will go down in price. Now, some of the cards that won't go down in price are going to be cards that are like related to being really good arts. But we already have those. The Horsey card is one that I can like think of immediately. That's like really, really good. The Houndoom is also really, really good. Maybe I'll try, I did do this before, maybe I'll try and edit those cards into the video so that we can get some things there. But that's sort of what I'm thinking. And so, unlike some of the other sets that we've been trying to complete, where I feel like the prices are going to go up, except for maybe Temporal Forces. There's a lot of very playable cards in there as well. What's wrong? But yeah, I just think with Shrouded Fable, like a lot of the cards are really playable. And so once they're not playable, then the value won't be there anymore. Right now, the value is mostly in the playability. Like a Night Stretcher. This is actually a really, I think right now, really valuable card. I don't know because I think it was in, ooh, Cresselia, another hit. Ooh, a Cresselia again. So yeah, like the gold, there's a gold Night Stretcher in some set. Can't remember exactly which set, but it's in some set. And so, like the gold Earthen Vessel. Earthen Vessel is super playable. People like to have gold cards in their decks because they like to show off and they like to flex. But a lot of the cards are just like, yeah, they're just super playable. More Cresselia. So I'm not really going to stress out too much about finishing this set because, yeah, it's really about the playability. And that's also why I'm opening these. I mean, honestly, I'm opening this because down with the scalpers, am I right? You know, there's just certain products that I'm going to open out of my collection. There's also certain products that I'm not going to open out of my collection for a couple reasons. Number one, there's not really a card in anything that I have like sealed that's Dory, little baby EX. All right, we're doing okay so far. In like what I have sealed, that is a card I want. A lot of the stuff I have sealed is stuff that I'm like not actively opening. So like Paradox Rift, as you all know, we took a skip on the Paradox Rift. I mean, let's be real, we're taking a skip on everything right now because it's just impossible to like get things and everything like that. But yeah, there's just like, I'm not really looking for the things that are in the sealed product, right? Like I have some Pokevital A. We'll put that over as a little baby half hit. And then a Zoroark. I'm not trying to open up a Brilliant Stars booster box because I don't really care so much about the Charizard. I mean, I have pulled it before this channel. Maybe not before, but I didn't necessarily show it. It was just out of like a booster pack, which was honestly very awesome. But, you know, Chilling Reign, not really trying to get like nothing in that set. I mean, the Blaziken's pretty good, and the Moltres there's a lot of good artworks, but I'm not trying to get those. I could just go, you know, ooh, I don't think we've had this one, the Genesect. So yeah, there's just like, there's no points. The stuff that I'm trying to open, like Shroud of Fable, yeah, but I would like to get some other cards that we can maybe vend in our upcoming show. I'm really hoping that I'm able to record. So that show is going to be at the end of June. So I actually have 2 shows, which is very exciting. End of June. And hopefully I'll be able to record some stuff and still trying to figure out like the setup and everything like that. Tapu Bulu, Blood Moon Ursaluna. It's so funny to see some of these artworks. I don't know about everybody else that are in, that have been sort of like re-released in Prismatic. Talk about a set I'm definitely not trying to open. No, thank you. No, oh man, these hollow. I wish that they had these hollow energies. I don't know why they only used it for Shrouded Fable. I really like them. If I had a deck full of like those hollow energies, I'd feel pretty boss. Okay, so nothing super crazy so far. Just a full art Bezendipity, regular EX. Yeah, full art Petra Run, right? Is that what we got? Let's see what we've gotten so far. Was it a Petra Run? Was it Petra Run? I think I might need that. I think I have the gold, but I don't know if I have the regular full art. When we're done with it, we'll see what we need for the binder and show those off. But we're only like a quarter of the way through. Honestly, it's a lot of packs. A lot of packs, but I'm enjoying it. Yeah, so what else has been going on? I have really been trying to focus a lot, Furfro, on, yeah, just trying to get some of these, secure some of these shows that I can vend at. Not really because I'm trying to make money, it's just that at the beginning of the year, I promised my wife that I would sell some of my my cards, and I could, you know, sell them on eBay and everything like that, or I could try and be like a seller on TCG Player, or maybe stream on whatnot. But I'm really excited to like get to the, you know, the community. So the 2 shows I'm going to be doing, I've gotten them secured, and like everything like that is going to be June 28th. That is one is going to be in Connecticut, so it'll be at New Britain, Connecticut. As we get closer, I'll tell you. It's a 1-day show. Both shows I'm doing are 1-day shows because I felt like that was sort of the better move. New Britain, Connecticut. It won't be that long, and so hopefully it'll be. It seems like it's a smaller show. It's at like a VFW. For anybody that is like outside of the United States, or the Beware. I love this card. I'm very, very happy that we got this card. And then the Zoroark, Anybody that's sort of outside of the, I'm gonna assume it's just a US thing, but it's basically like a open space that you can really do anything, but it's generally like meant for community gatherings, a lot of like veterans groups and stuff like that, like use VFWs as their like, it kind of gives me lodge vibes. So that'll be interesting. I really don't know what the vibe is. It's just a show that I stumbled upon. Terra room, well, Terra. So I'm excited to see what the vibe is going to be at that show. And then the other show, which honestly will probably be a lot, this is what I'm thinking of before I sort of announce what the second show is. I'm hoping that in the first show, obviously I would like to sell some stuff, but I'm really hoping that I can just learn a little bit more about like do's and don'ts, what I need, what I don't need. I'm hoping to maybe pick up some stuff. Like I'm okay if I don't get as much cash out of it, but I'm hoping to be able to like pick up some stuff that I can then sell at the August show. So the August show, people are probably a little bit more familiar. There's a company called the Long Island TCG show. I think they're rebranding to like the Northeast TCG show, which, you know what, good for them. And so that one is actually not going to be on Long Island. It's going to be in Westchester, which is a lot closer. The Connecticut one is like 2 hours away. This one is maybe like 30 minutes away from me. So that's going to be a lot easier. All right, we're getting all of the magnificent, what are they called? Can someone tell me? Magnificent Six, I think it's called. And so, yeah, so I'm excited to learn a little bit from the first show. Maybe pick up some stuff like via trade that I can then sell. Because right now the hobby's not it's softening, as many of you know. And so stuff, single cards especially, are really not, they're not super valuable right now, which is okay. Because a lot of the stuff we're selling is not stuff that I have bought directly. Last pack on the first side, all of this sort of make good booster box. And so a lot of stuff is just from my like collection that I just like have a lot of. Of course, there's stuff that I'm not selling, but there is a bunch of stuff that I'd be happy to sell to either get stuff that I want or get stuff that, ooh, nice EV reverse. Slither Wing and Zoroark. Okay, y'all, so we got the first half gone. 3 of our booster bundles. Let's see what we got so far. Okie Dokie regular EX, Rev of Room. We have a Beware illustration rare. Pheasantipity. We have a Ace Spec, another regular EX, another illustration rare, and then a full art. That's pretty good. So we have like 5 EXs, 4 EXs. Got our, so 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's pretty good, y'all. I'm gonna put these back up and then we'll compare all the stuff. We also have all of our reverse hollows and hollows. Those are the ones that will hopefully go into our binder at the end of this. There's definitely at least a few that we need. It's not a big set. What is it? 90, it's 99 cards, I think. Like when you take into account the regular set, which is only 64 cards, and like illustration rares and special illustration rares, full arts, and golds. So not a ton of stuff. So yeah, I'm just hoping that it like continues on. Xerosic's Machinations. We already have this one, but first pack magic on the second half. So yeah, I'm hoping that it's something that could be at least a little bit of fun. You know, I was watching a video yesterday from somebody that had just done their first card show. I don't know where, but somewhere I think in the South. It was like an outdoor card show, which would stress me out a ton. But they learned a lot of stuff, and so I'm hoping to, have a good opportunity. I'm going to try and have, a good setup so that we can, I can share with you sort of my experience and everything like that. But obviously the primary thing in there is to serve the people that are actually at the show. Hopefully they'll have some cards that, I'll have some cards that they want. And we can, make some deals. And then hopefully maybe people will have stuff that I want, especially like single cards. I don't know about, I've kind of softened on like, I like graded cards, but I don't have a really good way to display them. How many reverse Eevees and Zorus are we gonna get? Again, this set is really small, so it's not surprising that we're getting a ton of dupes. But yeah, I'm excited a little bit for just seeing what the experience is. I'm a natural. My literal job is sales, and so I'm not too nervous about like talking to people and everything like that. And I'm not nervous about like being offended. A little nervous, obviously, about having like thousands of dollars worth of product just sort of like out and about. But we'll see. We will see for another regular EX. Okie dokie. Anybody here that's listening? I'm always forget, but feel free to throw a like, but throw a comment down below. Have you either like been to a card show? Have you ever vended at a card show? If you've been to a card show, like what are the things that you like in terms of like what vendors do? What are the things you don't like in terms of what vendors do? Let me know. Let me know down in the comments. Nothing is like off limits. Do we have Houndoom, y'all? What did I say? This card is awesome. We already have it, so this might go into our PC. But yeah, I love this card. I like how dark it is, and I like how there's just like a little bit of red. So that's a great one. Very happy to have that one coming out of here. Some of these cards, honestly, I might, if I have dupes of them, I'll probably like sell them in the, when I'm vending. Ooh, Houndour. But yeah, so we'll see. My plan essentially, and I'll probably do a video where I'm like preparing everything and like sharing pricing and stuff like that, is I'm probably going to buy one of those cases, like with the cover and like where people can see through, but I can lock it and everything like that. So I'll probably have cards in both top loaders, maybe cards that are like $10 or more, or graded cards. My plan, depending, I'm kind of gonna vibe it out, but I'm gonna have some slabs that are there that are like a little bit less expensive, like in value. Maybe I'll give those to like some kids, or I don't know. Laser. And yeah, so I'll have like higher end singles in the case along with some slabs. I'll have booster boxes, I'll have ETBs. I kind of got to figure out how to show those. Probably have a little like shelf or something like that. And yeah, so those are probably the things that I'll have. I'll have Japanese stuff because I still have like Shiny Treasure EX and Terastal. I actually like kind of made a decision. I feel like if I'm saying it, that Kyurem is pretty cool. My plan is to, because I was working on, as y'all know, I was working on Terastal. And I have a good amount. I mean, I don't have the Umbreon, but I have like the Sylveon. I have a bunch of the Evolution SIRs. But I just don't think I don't think completing sets is really going to be, it's not going to be the thing that I do. It's honestly like it's a lot of work. And I'd rather just like try and find, either pull cards that are valuable and then I can trade for more cards that I like, or just, open some product like you've all been seeing. and try and get the cards that I want. It'll be especially easy if I'm like gonna consistently do the like vending. Maybe not like every weekend, because that would be, well, that would just be a lot of work. But like once a month, right? We'll see. We will see. But it's definitely, I mean, when I can get in there and I can, you know, make deals. I love making deals. I'm a deal maker. So we'll see. Whoops. But yeah, so I'm really, you know, obviously I'll be looking out for like anything that I feel like I need, but it'll be primarily things that I feel like will sell in terms of things that I'll want to pick up. So I'm just going to have to see. I've seen some things, you know, from shows where people say like Japanese single cards and graded cards don't really sell. I'm still going to bring some because I have them, and we're just going to see, because I like Japanese cards because they're cheaper and what's going on with this one? There we go. They're cheaper, and you know, what am I doing? I'm just going to go straight through. I mean, it's Scarlet and Violet, right, everybody? They're cheaper, and the artwork is the same, and generally the quality is much better, which is why they're cheaper. So we're gonna have to see what we want to do there. Grass Energy, and then there's the code card for everybody. And then you let me know. I mean, I'm definitely gonna try. I have actually somebody, a friend of mine who like wants to do more video editing. She said that she would edit the video of the show, so we'll see what that looks like. But then, you know, I'll do a video where I'm prepping for everything. I'll do a video where I am, you know, maybe like looking back, how much money did I make? Did I like pick up anything really cool? Did I like sell anything really cool? You all let me know. Because I love ripping packs, and so that's always going to be part of this channel, because that's the name of me, Coca Pack Ripper. But you know, I'm getting really close to 500. That was weird. I thought I heard something. Getting really close to 500 subscribers, which is really dope. And so that's really the beginning part of like monetizing, which would be great. Monetizing the channel, getting a little bit of cash back. So we just gotta sort of like see, and but the only thing that I'm sort of missing on is like hours watched, and I feel like people really like the vending videos. You know, there's people that like solely do those, like Bulbasaur, Jar Chomp. I know Randolph has been doing a lot of like vending videos, and I like watching them too, so I can understand why. I don't know why I like watching them. Can everybody like guess why people like watching vending videos? I really don't. I really don't know, but I don't know. Why do people like watching like graded card returns? Because those generally do really well on the channel also. On that note, I'm in the process of well, I'm getting some, you all know I'm getting some PSA stuff back, but that's going to take a while. But I'm in the process of sending some more stuff off to Ace. So actually, maybe I'll do a video. I don't know. You let me know. I'll do a video where I'm like prepping things and sending them off. It probably won't take that long, because they close all their sort of lower tiers, and so the only one that's open is like their highest tier, which is the quickest turnaround. So it probably wouldn't take that much. Why do I feel like the pulls have really slowed down in the second half of River's Room EX? Definitely slowed down. And I'm not a big fan. So we have 3 packs left. We got Petron, Pheasantipity, Monkey Dory. We'll go back through. All of those. Hopefully nobody minded how I opened that pack, because it's 23 minutes into the video, and I'm sure Walter, you still here? I'm sure Walter's still here, but maybe other people are here. I'm not really sure. Zoroark, Tapu Bulu, Yeah, definitely slowing down, y'all. Before we get into the last two packs, let's see what we've had from the second half. I think just five pulls. Love that Houndoom, of course, but only one illustration rare. No special illustration rares, no hyper rares. We still have 2 packs left, so let's see what else we can do. Should we do that thing that people do where they like, nope, I think we have something. Fan things out so you can see if you have anything coming through the pipeline. All right, so we're getting back to our last few packs. Houndoom, Axew, and then, ooh. All right, y'all. Another Zerosix Machinations. Come on. That was out of the same booster bundles. All the same stuff. So we have 1 pack left. Let's see what we have. There's the last code card. Hopefully y'all are getting some good things out of the code cards. I don't know. We might have something. Definitely have a hollow energy, so that's cool. All right, so we're getting back into the last bit of these cards. Iron Moth. We have a reverse Meowth, reverse Galvantula, and just a regular hollow Haxorus. That's what I thought. So we'll come back. We'll let you know what we were able to put into the binder, and we'll see you back in a second. All right, y'all. We have this little baby binder for Try to Fit because it's such a small set, but we were able to add the Colress's Tenacity reverse hollow. As you saw, we were able to add the Night Stretcher reverse hollow, which is actually super playable and honestly pretty valuable. But we actually already had the Houndoom, which is super cool. We already had the Cresselia, and which I didn't think we had the Beware. But we were able to add additionally the Pecharunt full art. So now we're only missing 13 cards from our set. So yeah, that was it was pretty good. I think we have every card from like the main set, so all 64 of those, which is pretty exciting. But that really just means that we're able to we're able to vend some of those other cards. We already have like the big hitters like the Persian. But yeah, we already had a lot of those other cards. So we'll join you on the next one, and we'll see you next time. Peace.